Welcome to the March 2008 City Focus. On this edition, federally funded projects, spring cleanup, new striping technology, and Parks and Rec events. These stories and more on City Focus.
Trees not only make our public spaces shaded and beautiful, they also help control erosion. Terry Wagoner has the dirt on tree plantings in the Turtle Creek Channel.
Dry Branch Creek, popularly known as Turtle Creek, recently got a facelift. 365 trees with 2-inch trunks were planted along the channel. The City of Round Rock and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers contracted out the widening of the Turtle Creek Channel to aid in flood control. Part of the contract was to plant trees along the corridor because they aid in the stabilization of the banks, help control erosion, and slow down the rate of flow through the channel.
On the Turtle Creek Channel, we planted several different species of large mature shade trees, everything from pecan and red oak to bald cypress and Mexican sycamore.
The trees changed the appearance of the channel from a somewhat neglected ditch into a beautiful park-like area with rock wall banks and shade trees. Also, the Greater Lake Creek Trail runs alongside the channel from behind the Clay Madsen Recreation Center to A.W. Grimes for great jogging and walking opportunities.
The trees along Turtle Creek Channel are providing two different types of benefits. The first one, over behind Clay Madsen Recreation Center, they're providing shade and beauty to the people who utilize the trail, people on bike, runners, joggers. As you get further down towards Logan Street Bridge, they're stabilizing the banks and they're helping to prevent erosion and weed growth. The Turtle Creek Channel project was a great example of how city departments can work together. Engineering and development services, street and drainage, water, and parks and recreation were all involved in this great project.
Come and enjoy the trail, and remember to do your part to keep it clean and beautiful.
Community Conversations is a place to offer input on some of the projects and events taking place in the city of Round Rock. Today we're going to walk through how you can sign up for an account and comment on one of our blog posts. To get to Community Conversations from the homepage, click on Blogs at the top of the page or surf directly to roundrocktexas.gov/cc. Here you will see the latest blog postings. To comment on a post, you will need to create an account by clicking Join on the top right of the page. We require that users register and supply their name, street address, and email address in order to post comments. We also ask that you read and accept our Terms of Use document to ensure the integrity of our online community. After you register and create a username, a temporary password is automatically emailed to you with a link to log in. Once you log in, you should change your password to something you can easily remember. Do this by clicking on Edit Profile, then on the Password and Statistics tab. Here you can change your password. Once registered and signed in, commenting is a breeze. All you have to do is click on a post and scroll down to the comment box. Because you're logged in, all you have to do is type in your comments and click Submit. All comments will be moderated before being published to the site, and depending on when the comment is submitted, the moderation process may take some time. We look forward to hearing your input on one of our many blogs on Community Conversations at roundrocktexas.gov/cc.
As you prepare for spring cleaning this year, remember the City of Round Rock has some programs in place to help with your efforts.
We are kicking off Spring Cleanup Week with a Hazardous Household Waste Collection Day on Saturday, April 19th. Bulk trash pickup will occur the following week. On your regular trash pickup days from April 21st through 25th, Round Rock Refuse will pick up bulky items such as furniture and mattresses. Always remember when you put your trash out that your bags are tied and your trash can lid is on tight.
Spring cleanup is something the City of Round Rock does yearly to help residents get rid of large, bulky items. Items we won't accept will be household hazardous waste, and computers because they are too dangerous to handle curbside.
Due to expected volume, some items may not be picked up until the second scheduled garbage day. If your spring cleaning results in a bunch of tree trimmings, branches, and limbs, remember to take those items to our Brush Recycling Center. The Brush Recycling Center is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day except Wednesday and Sunday, and will accept less than 2 cubic yards of brush from residents at no charge. Your discarded tree trimmings are turned into free mulch for the community to enjoy. Take advantage of Spring Cleanup Week to make your spring cleaning easy this year.
The Parks and Recreation Department has a lot of fun activities taking place in March and April. We have Easter festivities, the opening of our first dog park, and our top-rated Texas Road Rash inline skate marathon.
Grab your flashlight and head out to Old Settlers Park on March 20th for the Flashlight Egg Hunt. Children are divided by age and then released into the hunt area. The cost is $4 in advance and $5 on site, but you can register early at roundrockrecreation.com. The Easter Bunny will hop by the city's traditional egg hunt at 9 a.m. Saturday, March 22nd. Children are divided by age and hunt for free. While no dogs are allowed at the egg hunts, they are welcome to come out to the opening of the Round Rock Dog Depot, the city's first leash-free dog park, on March 29th. Celebrate with us from 10 a.m. to noon at Lake Creek Park next to the pool. Awards will be given for the best dressed pets. Also, on April 6th, we will have the 5th annual Texas Road Rash Inline Skate Marathon presented by Seton Medical Center Williamson at Old Settlers Park. This event is open to people of all ages and skill levels and is a one-of-a-kind event in the area. If you would like more information, check out texasroadrash.com. We have a lot going on in the coming weeks and would love to see you at one of our special events. Visit roundrocktexas.gov/parksandrec for more information.
We all know that keeping up with roads in Round Rock is no small task, but how many of us think about the difficulty in keeping our roads and crosswalks striped with fresh paint? Christy Culp has some information on how we're using new technology to keep our heavily trafficked areas bright and brilliant.
We count on quality road markings to help keep us safe as we drive and walk in the city of Round Rock. Recently, the city purchased a new machine to help make our road markings last much longer in heavily trafficked areas. Our new Apollo 2 machine is able to melt and apply over 700 square feet of markings in a normal workday, creates striping with a much longer life, and can work in more diverse conditions than a spray marking machine. The machine works by melting a special powder into a thick molasses-like paste and then spreads the quick drying paste onto the roadway.
You know, we can get in a job and out of a job pretty quick versus on the paint machine, you have to let the paint dry. As you can see with this material here, within minutes it's dried. You're ready to pick up your work zone and move on to your next project as it comes along. And the material is not really that much expensive than what it is, you know, buying the paint versus the thermal. You know, I think it's really good that we're starting to use more of it, and I think within time we start using a lot more of it.
Every now and again, new technologies come along that allow us to do our work not only cheaper and faster, but better. Our new thermal striping machine does just that.
If there's one thing I could tell the drivers here in Round Rock is when you see these guys out here working, be courteous and be safe.
donuts. No!
Be a fan. Round Rock, the sports capital of Texas.
Come to Papa.
The City of Round Rock works hard to find supplemental sources of funding for all kinds of projects. In January, Congressman John Carter helped secure $900,000 for improvement projects in Round Rock.
Representative Carter was able to obtain a $400,000 grant for revitalization and improvements to downtown and Main Street, and a $500,000 grant for new railroad quiet zones.
The money that Congressman Carter got for the projects in Round Rock is a significant amount of money, but by no means is it sufficient to do the entire project. Both the downtown infrastructure project and the railroad quiet zone projects are significantly more expensive than the money that we received. It will be an excellent start, but we will need to find additional money to complete the projects.
$400,000 will go toward infrastructure improvements on Main Street from IH-35 to San Saba, including street, utility, and sidewalk improvements.
One of the things that we've identified that we needed to do was to develop another entrance into the downtown area. The concept that we're going to pursue is extending Main Street to the frontage road of IH-35. And this will require that we build a new bridge across Lake Creek and a roadway to connect Main Street to the interstate. And it will be an additional front door to our downtown area.
The $500,000 allocation will help establish a new 3.2-mile railroad quiet zone from Williamson County Road 172 to A.W. Grimes Boulevard. The total project will cost an estimated $2.5 million.
One of the issues that more of our residents raise a concern about than any others is when the train approaches a roadway crossing and blows its horn. Now, they're required by federal law to blow those horns in the interest of safety. The concept of quiet zones has been put forward to remove the requirement to blow the horn, and so that's what we're talking about here. The city is proposing to make improvements to the railroad crossings to improve the safety of those crossings so that the trains no longer have to blow their horns. So in the middle of the night, you won't get knocked out of bed by a passing Union Pacific freight train.
Although it won't pay all the costs for these projects, this grant money from the federal government will go a long way toward improving life in Round Rock.